What did he
What-
have?
Cancer.
What kind of pain medication did they give him?
Maybe they give cancer patients, I guess.
Wow, they should have given him an injection of, I forgot the name of it, heroin, or, I can't do that legally. They should have given him an injection of, morphine gives you a headache. Gives me a
Well,
headache.
heroin that can give you the strongest painkiller doesn't work.
Is morphine?
I don't give a shit what it is. It doesn't work.
Morphine?
Morphine.
But the point being, he
No, it gives
decided
me a
not to
headache.
take life support.
I've had it. Gives me
So they
a
let him
headache.
just go. They didn't fight it at all.
His family was okay.
Didn't take whose?
That's
My
really
mother's
cool.
pain.
They actually
I know.
said he could go
That's
home.
the strongest they can give you, Ron?
We
died
didn't do
at
anything for you.
Strong as shit.
You're welcome to go home.
And she still hurt?
Wow.
He didn't go home.
Wow. I think that you need the same thing they give the kitties and the dogs when they go to sleep. That
Ketamine?
kind of. Huh?
Don't give you the shit that goes to
Big
Texas.
loads of ketamine. Not just enough to get you high.
Texas, the lethal stuff that they're killing people with,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bad news.
What is it?
Right.
They tested they do autopsies on every time somebody dies.
Oh, it's the potassium that they.
They test your body
Puts
to
her
see
in.
how much, because they're
Right.
supposed to put you out and then kill you.
Mm-hmm. You do
But they
that
found
with
out-
sodium pentothal.
Yeah, but they found out that the amount of painkiller they are putting you out with so that you can have an operation.
Is
It's
consistent
just-
with consciousness.
Yeah, they're still the amount of levels they're finding in the blood of the
Mhm,
people
the
they're
sick.
killing.
Mm-hmm.
They would still have a significant amount of pain, and they would still be aware. There's enough.
They're not giving him enough sodium pentothal.
They're
They
not
got to
giving
put
them
him.
enough. And
They wouldn't be able to respond or anything, but
Yeah.
they
They
would
would be-
still be conscious. And
Yeah.
they
feel
would
everything
be
that's
able to
going on.
respond, but they're tied down.
They're paralyzed, but
They're
conscious.
paralyzed, but they're conscious,
Oh
and they could
no!
respond.
I saw
You
a
need
Discovery
sodium pentothal.
special
There's
about
this
that.
thing that they
Yeah.
give animals
Yeah.
Right.
It's
is
better.
called it's not sodium pentothal. It's I can't remember the name of it. But the nurse that comes here and puts the animals to sleep,
Yeah.
it's that. And I tried some of it one time, and it is great. It's called Seconal, and you just go right to sleep. You don't remember anything, and then you wake up the next day if you don't take enough of it. But if you took enough of that stuff, you wouldn't
Just
wake
be
up,
out.
and you would never know. So that's the way
That's
they
why I would want
that's the way they need to put people to sleep. But it's not called Seconal. It's pentobarbital is what it's called. Penta. 5. Oh, amazing.
Barbital.
Pentobarbital.
He did try to stay alive till everybody could come say bye. So he wasn't totally like.
They should have taken some pentobarbital, but I don't think they'll give that to you unless you go to Oregon. And then you can get that in Oregon, but who knows? What did Ishwar Waller say?
Do you want me to ring the bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
How you like that lens, Bernie? Pretty intense, huh?
Very nice lens.
But you guys see these pictures. That lens sold for $3,200 when I bought it in 1990, and I look now they're $5,200, I think. It's a nice lens. But I'm worried about it breaking the camera because it weighs so much. You might pull the front of that plastic camera apart. It's a plastic camera instead of a metal one because
I know,
it's only
it's
$1,000 model instead of
Chad,
a
hang on a sec.
$6,000.
Grab the.
Grab your penis.
$6,000
Grab
model.
the jam.
Yeah,
Hold,
do
hold,
it.
Okay, do that again.
Yeah, it's magnesium.
Oh yeah, okay, beautiful.
I want to copy that.
One of the little girls that came in here, she was like staring at it.
Don't let any kids in the bird pens.
Okay.
You guys, no kids are allowed. Scares the birds, and they get bird shit all over their feet and track it all over the yard. No kids are allowed in bird pens, just adults. Okay? Then they steal the good feathers. Besides, the kids do. Just adults. Adults are 18 and over.
There was no good feathers in there, man.
There was one I saw it go out the.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
She got a
it
good one?
went that way with a kid.
Yeah.
That's when I came out and told you no kids in the bird pen. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just listening.
Okay.
Wow. Well, this was a shock.
Good.
You like
This is what I told
This
Chad
can
and Tammy
happen to
earlier,
you.
is that you
Yeah,
could be
welcome
next.
to the
So you better pay attention to Thursday night class online, or if you're here, wherever you're at, or review it later. It'll be online.
Or
So
just before
because
class.
you could be the victim. Who's the victim?
You feel like a victim, Shad?
Not yet. No, I'm still waiting. Anyway.
We're gonna do the rounds on everybody.
Dun, dun, dun. I don't even know where to start with all this. I mean, she said she had a lot to say on Thursday.
She always has a lot to say, a lot extra.
Yeah, there is a lot of extra too. And a lot of useful, interesting information as well. Yeah, on my way down here, you know, you got all these ideas going through your head. Like, okay, I'm gonna.
Oh no, you're not
I can
supposed to
talk
prepare. It
about
says
this.
that in the summon.
Right, I know, and I
Why does
against,
it say
against
that?
my best wish.
Why does it say that in the
Intention.
summon book? You're not supposed to prepare.
Because it's against the nature of a moment.
Preparation's out there.
Right. It's in the
Unprepared is
future.
in here.
Right. Which
And-
actually is in here.
Right. And only you can talk from yourself if you're not prepared. If you're prepared, you talk from your ego.
Right.
If you're not prepared, you can talk from yourself if you know yourself, if you found it yet. But if you haven't found yourself yet, you're in a world of shit. Because you can't talk from yourself, you got to prepare.
That's right.
Okay.
That
What does she say about that?
she says maybe I will read something here. From the discernment of discernments.
Yeah, I remember that one.
True identification is communion between the perceiver and the perceived. And this communion does not permit the intrusion of any notions foreign to the reality of the object contemplated. It demands accordingly.
Does that mean you see it as it is?
Yeah.
Okay. She
In
says
the
all
moment.
those words, you know,
Right.
in between. That she's saying you see it as it is rather than colored by all the things that you thought it was.
Right.
Okay.
Then all the things you thought about and prepared with.
Right.
It demands accordingly the exclusion of all notions or impressions arising from the personality of the perceiver, for these might corrupt the integrity of the perception. That is, it requires absolute neutrality.
Why would it? How could it corrupt it?
Because you're expecting a moment to be in a certain way. Or,
Because you're looking at it with your ego rather than with your essence.
Right.
Using the wrong eyes.
right, you're creating a fantasy about something that
Well, you
doesn't
know, you're
really
looking
exist.
at it from the wrong eyes. You've got how many sets of eyes? 7.
7 sets of eyes.
7 sets of eyes.
Well, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, you ham. Called the Kaaba. Q.
Ah. Yeah,
Come on.
I don't remember them all.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Don't worry about them. 1 through 7.
Right.
And give them whatever titles you want to give them. But if you look from what eyes is she talking about versus what eyes?
She's talking about looking from the eyes of yourself, the thing that is conscious and aware.
It's neutral.
Right.
She said it has no. It's a nobody. OSHA said it's so good. It's a nobody. I like that. Yeah.
Is that the permanent witness?
I don't know, to be honest with you, Steve. I don't know whether the permanent positive or double X or 5 witnesses or under witness is the right one in her book, you know.
I've been getting all confused on that.
So have I. I've been getting confused too. The only thing that I'm saying is that it's the pure essence that goes to the clear light that drops everything else. Now, there's 7 degrees in between there that you can choose to look at it with.
Right.
But I think she's trying to describe the pure essence. I don't know. But she called it the clear light, didn't she?
Right.
She called it the clear light. But she is wordy. You like this book? I think it's close to the
Well-
Kabbalion. Unless the Kabbalion people know that the Kabbalion wasn't first because she wrote that before the Kabbalion was written.
I mean, it's a lot better than a lot of stuff out there.
I agree. All the laws of the Kabbalion are in there, but in different words.
Right.
And they just sort of clarify them for their day and age, and then it gets changed on. Okay?
Okay.
I'm helping.
Yes, thank you. And so,
What's the next chapter about?
the Milieu.
The Milieu. What is a Milieu?
It's a environment. It's a state.
It was very interesting, Steve. Don't you think that one post on your Amos board? Is that what it's called?
Or Miss SWGs.
Yeah, some of those guys, I don't know how scientific they are, but
Some of them are pretty pseudo-scientific.
pseudo-scientific, yeah. But I think, anyway. What do you think about the swirls in the pyramid in different spots in the
I
pyramid?
don't know. I was hoping you might say
I did say something.
I know you said, I know all about that, but I'm not going to tell.
Right. I do know all that. I say don't sit south of the apex
Yeah.
if possible,
Right.
okay? But it's okay if you
The north
can,
is good.
if you got a good string to attach yourself to the north end with, or instead of keeping your attention back there on what you're doing, you got to do all of that, but you got to do a leap over the wall into the class, right, Bernie?
Yes.
Wouldn't you say when you've been back
I
there,
have
Steve?
to-
Wouldn't you say, Steve, you got to
Oh,
leap
yeah,
over
for
the wall into the class? And that's Gracie went nuts when she went the class. Remember when she was over there? Remember when she was here? She was going to poke people with her crystals because she hadn't been to class in 13 years, and I couldn't make her come. I tried, but she didn't want to come to class.
Because she wasn't neutral.
What?
She wasn't neutral. She wasn't able to pay attention without
She didn't want to.
perceptions.
I think you have to want to first. I think you have to want to be neutral first before you can be. It has to be a hunger. It says that in the book, doesn't it?
It does. It says that in here.
Says that in there too?
Yeah.
And in the Summon book. It has to be a hunger. Okay?
It's well, she calls it a desire. A desire to the light, or
So it's okay to have a hunger or a desire.
No.
Pull his toes off, though. Oh, Jesse, you poo-foo cat. He came from Paris, probably. See? He thinks he's a Frenchman.
and this is sort of interesting with that too.
Yeah?
In the mediation, in this part talking about the mediation of the heart, it says there is no way a matter of this is in no way a matter of autosuggestion or imagination, but rather of identification or direct communion with reality, which is identifying one's own heart
Is this part of the Milieu?
with the heart of the cosmos.
Is this part of the Milieu?
This is before it, but I think it's leading up to the Milieu. In that which is the source of light and life, the focus and principle of all affinity. And that it's in my experience, there's a point of stillness or of silence, of nothingness, of non-existence. Where
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you feel it more in here than any other place on the planet?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Do you think that it would be nice if everybody knew that?
Yeah, it would be nice if everybody
don't you
knew
think
that.
that it's funny that they don't?
Yeah, I don't know that it's that everybody is willing to.
No, I didn't say that they were willing to. What about you? What do you think, Steve? Don't you feel it more in here than any other place?
Oh yeah.
It's that swirling vortex that
Okay,
just sort of
question.
takes everything away.
Yeah,
When-
tell us about swirling vortex.
Pardon? when you come in to burn a DVD, do you feel as much as when we're having a class?
No.
Can you come up here and sit and meditate and feel it as much as when we're having a class?
Yeah.
You can, all by yourself.
It's different, but yeah. I mean, here
That's good.
In class, there's a milieu.
That's what I'm saying. There's the
Right.
milieu in class, but you can still feel the silence.
Right. It's still there, but the milieu is entirely personal. I mean, it's all your own.
Mm-hmm.
But here, I mean, everybody's sort of a part of it.
Does it feel good?
Yeah, it feels great.
Great. Okay, go ahead.
It's union.
Is that what she said? The milieu. She's talking about the milieu.
Yeah. Here, I'll even go to the milieu. If you desire liberation, you must become your own milieu.
Wow, she talks about liberation. How long have we been talking about getting that on our internet page, Bernie?
Oh, we talked about it, getting it on last year, probably about a year ago.
Didn't we talk about it in Santa Ana? I think we did, but I think it took on a different. I think we said the word liberation and emancipation in Santa Ana, but I don't think we were ready to put it on. Maybe.
It's on there now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on there now.
In the introduction or prologue or on the website.
It's on there. It's the very beginning. Now it's the most important part: emancipation, and liberation.
Right. The purpose.
That's what the purpose of summum is.
Right.
Is to emancipate and liberate people. Don't you think that is the greatest purpose you could have, to take people out of prison
Absolutely.
and let them? They have to earn their way out. I mean, you know, they've committed a crime, so they got themselves put in there. They turn their attention towards so many worldly desires that they criminalized themselves and got caught in it.
Right.
And the only thing is that you do have to stay alive. I think she said that in there, didn't she? You have to take care of your body. And you have to stay alive, and you have to take care of your house and everything. But there really is a milieu that starts when you're born, in your next incarnation. And that's one thing you should put in your spiritual will. That I want to be incarnated into the milieu of knowing when I'm going to die and live my life so that I know that I'm going to die, but live it so well and so high and so full that it'll be a celebration my whole life, rather than, because I know I'm going to die, rather than being half of a life and avoiding dying. Because as soon as you discovered you're going to die and you really admit it and you really accept it, then you can really live, because you don't have to worry about dying, because you know you're going to die. Does that make sense?
You've already covered the basic foundation
Of what she said?
of life, of being alive in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, to know that you're gonna die is, and to really comprehend it and accept it. I mean,
That's why when Steve said his friend was in pain, I thought, Jesus Christ. What's that stuff called? Pentobarbital. We need to get a vat full.
A local band that was together that I got their music on K5.
Yeah.
Their lyrics went, "Death's eternal, life's rehearsal."
Very
So
good. Yeah, that's
I
a
thought
very
that was good.
that's a very good one.
That's why I
Yes.
liked them so much.
So
I liked
true.
the lyrics.
So true.
There.
This Milieu thing is a really interesting thing, isn't it?
It is, actually. I've been thinking about it
What does it say in
recently.
the Summon book about the Milieu? It's in chapter 17. Pardon?
Yeah, the meditation chapter, right?
What does it say about the Milieu in the Summon book?
I don't remember. I think the proper milieu should be created.
It says all you got to do is create the Milieu.
Right.
That's all it says in there about it. And what she explains is a Milieu. Her idea of what the Milieu is. But you should probably create a Milieu in your spiritual will that you want to incarnate into in your next life.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. The reason being, you don't want to get stuck with all the.
Show up in the middle of a war.
You don't want to be in World War II. You don't want to be in World War I. You don't want to be in Star Trek Enterprise.
Don't want to be on a Borg ship.
I would rather be in the Garden of Eden with no insects. Or snakes.
Yeah.
I don't like snakes, to be honest with you. I know snakes are nice and everything, but I don't like reptiles. I'd rather have birds in the Garden of Eden. I could care less if they shit on me as long as I could jump in a fresh, warm pond and wash it off. And have a nice, soft bed to rest in.
Nice hammock between two palm trees.
Well, I don't know. That's pretty tight. I'd rather have a feather bed
Okay.
made out of... what are those things that those simulators that they have in the future that you stick things in, you punch in the buttons and you tell it, I'd like a feather bed, 15 inches thick, made out of synthetic down feathers. Don't pluck the poor
Right, yeah.
bird,
Synthetic
just
ones,
make them
right.
out of synthetic things.
The holodeck.
The holodeck, that's what it is. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't that make life easier?
I think those will be happening pretty soon, the way things are going.
Got
Probably
memory
within the next
foam.
100 years they'll have a holodeck. Huh?
NASA made the memory foam.
Did they?
Yeah.
From it?
Now they sell it on TV.
Yeah. I think a holodeck within the next 100 years is pretty feasible.
That
So
could be.
incarnate in the future, but make sure there's no war happening between planets and stuff like that. That's part of the Milieu? Okay.
Yeah. If you desire liberation, you must become your own milieu and bring forth your own light, completing your cycle in yourself, which is interesting. But this cycle must genuinely correspond to your original destiny. If you wish to bring forth the divine light of wisdom, do not provide for it the unstable milieu of your maladjusted personality. I think that's interesting.
So you're saying surrender to your destiny?
Yeah.
It was really interesting. I remember telling Sue, I think it was last January, that people are afraid of their destiny. Remember me telling you that? I think I may have said it to some. Did anybody remember? I think I told Bernie that. People didn't I tell you, Bernie? People are afraid of their destiny. About last January it was. They can't accept their destiny. They have an argument with their destiny, and as long as you argue with your destiny, you're not going to be able to create your next destiny because you're stuck arguing with your old one. So you got to surrender to your present one, and then relax into allowing the one that you feel you would genetically create or milieuate in your next incarnation. But you have to put some effort into it. You can't be
Right.
stuck here so much. You got to be in your meditation, and you've got to give yourself away to a cause that's going to be that destiny.
Where it will
Pardon?
unfold naturally.
Yeah. But you can still create it at that moment of death. You can make a huge leap from like human kindness forward to, or it's not. God, imagine what it would have been like living in the 1800s. They didn't even have feathers; they had straw. That would have been horrible.
Keep your bed tight.
Right. God, and or the bugs bite you.
Tie it up.
Yeah, and all that kind of stuff. Might as well make a real leap forward.
Take the easy way.
Easy path.
Right. Which is part of the Milieu, part of the discernment.
Go ahead.
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us what?
About discernment.
About discernment. The discernment of the discernment from your feelings. Not from reading it.
Right. Yeah, I should probably put that down. It would be easier that way, but...
It's really interesting. I'm sorry to interrupt
No,
you
no.
so much. When Ron does class, he tells it from himself. Because it's really interesting. The other night when Ron was telling this, what was that green story? I only remember it had a color to it. It was green. What was that story about? I forgot. You were
I
rubbing.
think I remember.
You were rubbing
The
on
slime.
You were rubbing green on the floor. I thought, what are you rubbing green on the carpet for?
Because that's slime.
I went out. You know what I had?
You ever seen green?
Never
That's slime. I take it out of our pond all the time, don't I?
Wait a second. See that thing with the orange cap over there?
Yeah.
I ran down to Sam's Club and bought 3 bottles because I thought you were rubbing green stuff on the floor.
Did you clean it all up?
No, because when I looked at it, there wasn't any there, but you had me so convinced that there was some green stuff down
Well,
there.
good then. I was
Magician.
You're a magician.
good.
And I thought that I had to clean up the green stuff and everything, but I decided...
You'll need a putty knife, man. That's some thick shit there.
Yeah, that's the green story right there.
That's the green story.
That's the one.
That's it. Anyway, it's really interesting. When Ron teaches the class, he doesn't prepare. He just tells it like he feels it,
Right, and I have an argument.
You do?
Tell us about your
I guess
argument,
so.
Shane.
What is it?
I don't know. It's all that. It's getting a call while I'm under a basement, with water spurting all over and rolling around in the mud and going, oh, fuck, I got to teach a class in
Wasn't
an hour and a
fun?
half.
Wasn't that great?
It was unexpected, that's for
Did she
sure.
kind of answer the phone?
No, that was my sister.
Oh, great. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got you at the last second. You
Yeah.
were all dirty and muddy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. That's so fast.
I was covered.
And 4:30 was the barbecue.
Right, yeah. And I
You
was
were
in the
late.
middle of reading.
And we were barbecuing you, but you didn't know it, right?
Right, exactly.
You've heard of roasting.
Roast.
I'm the roast.
When Ron sits in the chair, he allows him. When he sits over here, he puts that stuff on the floor, but I couldn't find it, so I couldn't clean it up. Anyway, but I got the stuff over there just in case. But I think he just said he was going to. He didn't really put it on there. He was tempting me. But when he sits in the chair, he really does speak from himself because he doesn't prepare. And it's
Right.
really interesting. If you guys will listen to Ron when he's in the chair, he knows someone really, really well. He knows it everything. But he's in this thing that Shad talks about. This he's got an argument on, and when he sits over here, he likes to argue. When he sits there, he relaxes and just says it like it is. And it's a very interesting spot. But don't forget, I'm always going to be looking over your shoulder, and I'll help. Haven't I helped?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's always
Screw
help.
up, you're gonna smack us in the head with the.
No, see that thing on
Rod?
the left there?
Yeah.
That thing makes energetic vibrations that go in a circle that land on you. And the thing on the right hand there, that gives you eternal life.
Wait, the ankh is in his left hand.
Right, this
On the
hand.
right, yeah.
It's in the
On
right.
the right, okay.
That gives you eternal life, and that one over there gives you energy on the left. That one right there over there, that
Okay.
one. That one
It's
gives you
in his
energy.
This is his right hand.
It's in his right hand.
It's in his right hand, but it's on the left hand side.
Energy,
Yeah. Goes in
Dirge,
his
dirge or
I'm in control of the energy over
See
there.
this guy's left hand? It's giving him energy.
Right, you got it. Very good, Sue. You explained it very well.
His left hand is giving him eternal life.
There's your name for that, though, right?
It's both, right?
It's the tet
Right.
tube, isn't that the tet tube?
That's
Yeah, on
the
the tet
it gives you the energy of creation, and the other one gives you eternal life. Anyway, what did you have to say to finish off about the mold? Is it a good idea to prepare one?
It's a very good idea to prepare one.
Is that what she said
To
in so
even-
many words?
Yeah.
Okay, that sums it up.
Sure.
One
Okay.
sentence. It's a good idea to prepare Milieu,
Right.
but you got to get started now,
Right.
and you got to accept your destiny. Then you got to work your ass off and row hard against the current of life, and row into creation by giving yourself away to it. And the faster you row towards creation, the easier it gets.
That's perfect.
Wow, that's-
So row.
I'll take.
Row
I'll
row
trade
your
you
boat.
places.
Okay.
But I think what
Apple.
we ought to do is fix the room up. How much time we got on the film?
Half an hour.
Oh, good. Is there enough light? How's the camera working with that lens on it? Too big? It's a little tight.
No, I mean, you know, really.
It's tight shots.
Tight shots.
Get an expression shot on everybody if you can, and we'll put it up. I'll put it up tomorrow. Hey, what did you do?
I don't know.
You look at those spots on you.
I'm old. Those are age
Those
spots.
are age spots. See, look, we match. Look at your hand. Look.
Yeah,
see,
but mine are more agey than yours.
No, but wait a second. See, I got arthritis. See,
Yeah, well, mine. Yeah, me too.
no, I got it really bad right here.
Oh, it takes good pictures of age spots.
Look at that thumb.
Yes. Give me your
Wow, does it
Let's
get
see you
that
do
close?
that. Look at
I
that. Where-
can't do that. God, come on. Don't try to make me embarrassed. Hold your other hand up. Let's see how they look.
Same thing.
Here, wait a second. Did your thumb hurt?
This age.
Yeah, everything hurts in me. I'm getting old, man. All my joints are getting old.
You can tell how old
These
I
are
am.
tight. Yes. I need to recycle.
What do you think?
I told you it's time, man. I'm getting
Not
there.
yet. I mean, you got to teach all these kids what to do. Bernie's got to get out of school. So
Great.
he's coming, he says, "This
What
is
did you get?"
It's the shot of
Yeah.
Steve peeking around your head.
Oh.
You can't leave the scene before everything is done. Okay, I'll trade you spots. But I think what you need
You're
to
gonna
do is
fix
sit
the
right
room.
here between Ron and Sue.
Okay.
And Ron can go right over here. Yeah, you got to pee
He does.
right this second.
I can wait for a little bit.
How much time we got, Bernie?
No, don't wait.
30 minutes.
28 minutes.
Appreciate it.
That's too long.
It's alright.
She's got to pee.
You got to pee?
Well, kind of, but.
No, tell me the truth. You got to pee really bad?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel
Let's
much better.
turn the camera off, take a quick break. Everybody pee, and let's start.
Alright.
Just be honest. It's okay, Al.
I'll do it too. Let's go.
Hey, Al, it's fine.
Go ahead.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right.
Two ladies.
Oh no, he can.
That is a Milieu.
Yeah.
Make sure it doesn't get in your butt.
Yeah.
I'm clenching.
You'll get slivers.
Your sphincter is closed.
Yeah. One of your many.
Doesn't make a difference if it has enough.
Right. Yeah.
Might get you when you're not looking. So, Donna, you got to be prepared to teach class.
That's
Are you upset?
No,
Oh.
about what?
I mean, if you have to teach class.
Well, I can't prepare, so it doesn't matter, I guess.
Okay, good. Well, that's like just all you got to do is pay attention on Thursday night, and you'll know exactly what the class is like on Saturday. So that's fine. A Milieu. Create a Milieu. It's really difficult sometimes, I think, to create a Milieu when you got to live life because you're so in. I think she said it in there. It was very, very good. The way she said most people spend their whole lifetime preparing to take care of their body and keeping their body alive and stuff like that and doing everything with their body rather than their essence. And you're only taking care of one half, and you're taking care of the half that's going to die. So if you were wise, you would put some of your will into your essence and save it there. It's like a savings account. It's sort of like people go through life and they invest in the stock market and everything for when they're going to retire, so they can take care of their body when they're old and go on what do they do? They go on cruises and airplane trips. And your parents do that, right, Bernie?
Yep.
They prepared for taking care of their body when they got old?
They have arranged for a spot up at the cemetery.
No, I mean they travel. They go to Germany and they travel
Yeah,
around.
they drive around.
Are they happy?
They seem to be.
Do they like each other?
Yeah, I think they like each other. Sometimes they have to put up with each other.
I heard some really interesting stories
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
about the conflicts.
Yeah, they do have conflicts.
Right. Anyway, people that do that have conflicts. But if you prepare for your essence as much as you prepare for your retirement, 50-50 deal, okay? Then, when you do die, because you're going to die, you should die with nothing. You should have used everything that you had to that point. Die with nothing. But take care of your milieu so that you can go through a transference, if you can. So that there's someone there to guide you to your spiritual will or your milieu. They're the exact same thing. And I would suggest that everybody write a spiritual will. It's sort of like remembering how to get to work. You know, when you wake up in the morning, if you forgot how to get to work, let's just say, Steve, you woke up on Monday morning. You got to go to work Monday morning? Okay. And you forgot how to get there.
I've done that before.
Okay.
No doubt.
I remember that. Been there. Thank God my car
But
was
if you
away.
slow down-
The old job, I'm like, I don't work here anymore.
But if you slow down a little bit, you could remember that you got to go there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually didn't make it to the old job. I got off the exit and I went,
Yeah, right. But if you really totally forgot, you'd be in desperation, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so compare that to if you forget how to get to work, if you forget how to get to your essence and you die, intense. It's sort of like having Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's, when you die, Alzheimer's of your essence. You don't want that. You want to know your essence so well that you can talk to it or be in it and perform your spiritual will and say, oh yeah, this is an old freeway. I just get off at this exit and go here, 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 and here, and here. And I'm in my milieu. But you got to give it a little bit of attention to be able to pull it off. You can't spend all of your time taking care of your body and everything like that and living totally in life. You got to live in your essence a little bit. And that encompasses meditating and preparing for your guidance in your essence, because you're the creator and there's only one creator. Yeah,
Is that in the world but not of the world?
exactly. You got to do both. You got to do both sides. You can't stop working. You can't stop living and everything. You got to play it out. But you can take some pentobarbital at the very last instead of blowing up like a balloon. My God, Jesus Christ! I wish somebody would shoot me before I got into that spot. That sounds horrible. I'm not going to that hospital. Where was that?
Huntsman Cancer Institute.
I think at the VA they put you to sleep real quick because they don't want anybody hanging around. There's so many of them up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm lucky I belong to the VA, you know, and they got so many veterans they got to get rid of them quick, right?
They just run up there and turn off all the machines.
Sounds, and don't they? But I think they got lots of morphine there. I saw a couple of truckloads coming in the other
I
day.
used to truck them out of the morgue all the time.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a
3 in
quick
there.
place to go. Good thing I signed up for the VA. Government exposal,
Yeah, they make a lot of money on you when you're dying.
not the VA.
No, the hospital.
Yeah, but not the VA. The VA doesn't spend any money. They issue cheap drugs. just push you right under and you're
New
gone.
students for doctors.
Yep, which is good. You're gone quick.
Yeah.
There are so many things in life that you believe that you're deciding that you're doing, when in reality all it is your destiny. And when you start looking at it, you know, why in the world am I in this destiny? And the reason you're in that destiny is that's the last destiny you created in your last opportunity when you were the creator. Because you're only really a creator when you're in the essence itself. From the time you die, you can create your new life, but you have to have the will to be able to do it. You have had to have stored it from your life by you doing your meditation, putting your kinetic energy into potential energy in your essence, so that it has power. You have to empower it. You have to bring it to life. You have to let it live. And the only way you can give it life is putting your attention on it, because that's where life comes from, is your attention. It's like the sun. The sun shines down and puts its attention on the planet, and everything grows and is born and soaks up its energy and everything. And that's what is energy, is your attention. So when you put your attention on your inner essence, you give it life and you store it there and you take it out of the world, because you become silent and you're not doing anything kinetically. You're silent and it flows, it falls into your essence and stays there in its power. Empowers you, so that when you do leave this life, because everybody leaves. Didn't you say that earlier? That was your decision? You better have another one of these. Because we need to make sure that nobody gets caught drinking this, because it's so good.
Can I pass this one?
No. It's all yours. Come on. Go ahead. Quick. The faster you drink it, we can give it to somebody else. So I'll give those away as soon as you drink that. Okay.
Hey, Shad, we never got any here.
Because he's drinking slow. It's his fault. If he'd drink faster, I could give you some. See, he's deciding. He's the decider who gets to participate, because he's the one in charge of drinking
Take it
this.
down, buddy.
Can we sing the military cadence?
Oh boy, you're in trouble.
It was very nice of you to bring those people tonight, Steve. I'm sorry I couldn't be out there, but I was working my butt off till 5, and I got up at 4.
We were at the
That was great.
funeral home. Looking
Right,
over
that was
there.
great. You
Which
think
funeral home?
Deseret.
Oh, yeah.
right over there? That's
I used to
great.
run that place, yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, y'all should come over for barbecue. We have barbecue.
Yeah, that was great, Steve. And see if they'll come on Thursday. Demand it. Call them up and say, you better be there on Thursday, or I will turn into Superman and come over and drag you out of your house and drag you there. Threaten them. Make them come. Make them bring their friends on Thursday nights only. And then if they decide they'll put any effort into it, they'll read the book and learn to meditate and come. How much time we have left?
17 minutes.
17? Well, Shad, you better take over. Or Ron better finish that glass.
I'm working on it.
One of the two.
Keep drinking, buddy.
What does Ron put on his tea suit? Does he drink any coffee, or does he put whitener on him?
You're asleep, man. You know when I was the
You
dentist
were
gave me
telling
some
me-
stuff that was 3 years ago, and you finally noticed. And they've been gray since then.
Oh, they whitened them and sealed them, huh?
They whitened them and sealed them. That was
That's what I asked
that
you
was-
the other day, and
that was
you
three-
fibbed to me.
That was 3 years ago.
I know, but you led me along. You led me astray.
So,
Not Ron.
ditto. Ditto.
Finish your glass. Everybody else can have some wine.
My fault.
Where is that green pine in your leg?
It's on the carpet. It's below the carpet. It's
Oh,
so
cold.
low, it's lower than whale
There's a
shit
piece right there.
on the
Oh,
bottom of the
no.
ocean. You know when the whale shit, it floats to
Your
the bottom?
pants-
It's
Your-
down
how
below
come your
that.
pants look so nice and new? You don't have any holes in your knees like
Because
do.
I bought these. These are at IFA. I got them for $19.
That's cheap. Drink that up. What are they? What brand?
Levi's.
Levi's?
Relax Fit
50
Levi's.
501s?
No, I don't know. Not 501s.
Oh, you got that.
That puts you into the 550s.
Oh.
Relax Fit.
That's dangerous.
I'm pregnant.
You could get a heart attack with that. You
No,
gotta drink that
I'm
real
pregnant. I'm going to have a fart.
quick. Drink up
You're
your
sitting there.
drink up your glass real quick. Okay, now we can pass these others out. Good job, Ron.
Ron, make your belly stick out.
Stick your belly out.
No, come on. Come on. Roy,
Let's see it.
Who's
Ron.
prejudiced?
Let's see it.
I say that's the right finger.
He's had
Ron.
2 glasses of never.
That is the appropriate finger that
He's not
says,
going to remember any of
eat,
it.
Would you?
Ron,
eat my shorts.
Ron, remember the
Yeah, but
Brady
look
Tales?
He reminds me of Ruth right now. Ruth does that. I remember giving Ron the finger. But
That was rude.
Carl was looking. Carl was looking.
You just share that.
No, I remember Ruth giving you the finger. She didn't do it like that, but she did it in a different way.
Yeah, I know.
How did she give you a finger in a different way?
She gave me a finger with.
That's his sister.
That's my sister.
Ah,
His sisters do that.
And we became her father. My dad.
I just got the tail end of it.
Oh, man.
You want my tail end?
Get his picture. Don't let him get out. No, put that down.
Wait a minute, come on, Ron.
This is the
Oh.
appropriate finger. This is,
Okay.
This is the I love you
Is
finger.
that the appropriate
That's the fuck.
gesture?
That's the fuck. That's the fuck you finger. This is the I love you finger. I get to choose.
Watch out. Something might happen to your fingers.
Oh,
Hold on to them. Don't let them get
hold on to it.
Yeah, don't let them get too far away.
Oh, no. Are you 40?
Is he horny?
No hoarding. He's hoarding.
Is that really a question I
Is he
asked?
horny is not a
Sue,
question,
where's your
Sue.
mind? That's just me.
Okay, I'll have it.
you're not driving right.
Yes. Yes.
That's just me, Sue.
Yeah, we drove somewhere.
Must rub on.
You're the only one that's horny?
Drink all of it.
I don't know about that.
Don't get
Don't
sick.
Oh.
Just ask.
Where's the empty glasses?
I gave one to Bernie, but it's not empty yet.
He's taking a picture.
Oh, of it?
Holy
Drink it, Bernie.
crikey.
Yeah, well, I just need it. Yeah, we'll take a shot of it. I guess some people.
Here,
With that
No,
sense,
you're not.
I guess I'll have to. Why?
we'll go
You're
back
not
and
too
forth.
close. That
Well,
thing
it
will
won't
macro
snap-
back.
It won't snap the picture.
Is it on automatic?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
What's the battery say?
Full?
That's good stuff.
You can't get.
Battery's full.
Okay.
That can't get full.
I won't have
There we go.
It was what it was doing. It was finding out if it was really focused. And it was
What's the
digesting the
size of lens
information.
that is?
Huh?
What's the size of lens on that?
200 to 50. And the quality's
You're gonna be able to
perfect.
make a poster with your finger.
This
The
is
appropriate
I.
one.
This is the I love you. This is the fuck you, but this is the I love you finger.
Who told you
The
that?
appropriate
I
gesture.
decided.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Somebody gets to decide.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Everybody drink up. We're going to take a break
oh my
here.
goodness.
Really? We're going to take a break?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
We have to be because we're going to run out of time. And start a new tape.
Yeah.
Pardon? Fun, huh? Better light an incense.
Chris? Who's back there? Sure.
Hey, we haven't picked on Chris today.
We haven't done what?
We haven't picked on
Chris had to work today. He's
Not
tired.
quite.
I think Al was asking if we picked on.
Right, Chris?
Oh, no way.
You're tired. What happened?
No, my eyes are just kind of going wacky.
Oh. Nice lens, huh?
Yeah. Very nice.
That's the right color.
Okay. We'll fill these all up. I want all the glasses drank up real quick so we can fill them all up and get them ready for when we
Can
come
you get
back.
anything but a close up with that lens?
Nope.
No, they're all close-ups with that lens.
Those are
Can you
real
get like
close-ups.
up your nose with that lens?
Yes.
You can probably
get the
do.
hairs up your nose with that.
I thought you were saying something about a butt.
Yeah, Ron.
Get
Come
the
on, give
hairs
me
on
that
your
butt
Turn that
shot.
butt up.
You could probably do a proctology exam with that camera from like a mile away.
Let's get a shot of the sphincter.
There's sphincters forever, man, all over your body.
I know.
But you can get the major sphincter.
We're missing a glass, somebody.
So
Oh,
percolate.
fine.
Right here.
You got out of next one,
Yeah,
Never
which is good.
Right.
The intestines do. I like move the
Watch the drips.
Right where, Al?
Thank you.
Al, where was that supposed to go?
Where is Al?
percolation.
I don't know
Where is
Brett
Al?
is. Where is he?
If you're on the web, you motherfucker.
Is he on the web?
Yeah, he was here.
I'm down
He was
Nice.
eating
How's
tumblers.
that?
Chris?
at night.
Chris is.
Huh?
He laid
Chris in
down and
Chicago is.
He may be babysitting his granddaughter,
Oh, it could
and
be.
his ex-wife is here.
Who is it?
Does anybody remember Chris Amsu
Nope.
or somebody like
Nope.
that?
I never
I have
remember him. I
never
think he's
heard
made
of
up.
that
I
guy.
think he made
I don't know
himself
who that is. Never heard of that.
He was here it says 8 years ago. I got it.
No.
I've been here for 8 years.
I
man.
know.
No way.
That's a fib.
Was it the guy from Ireland that brought to Ireland?
No,
No.
this guy moved to
That's Brent.
Seattle.
Brent,
area.
thank you. No, never heard of him.
He made himself up.
But I'm bad with names, so.
Well, Sue knows every name on this fucking planet.
Who knows? And then he would.
I
No,
think
not
that
really.
guy.
If people didn't call me
And
by
then
my
8
name,
years
I
ago,
would forget
he
it.
moved to San
Because
Jose.
that's just no.
So I think that's
I don't
some guy
remember.
getting ready to say.
I don't do
I've never heard of him.
I've never
Yeah, I
either.
sniffed that one.
I actually said it before. I used to come all the time.
Yeah.
It does. Got like Beto.
Yeah, like Beto. Beto
There
did
this weekend.
learn to meditate, though,
Yes,
didn't
he
he?
did.
As long as
He
you
did.
learn to
He did.
meditate, he can
You
come and
learn
get
to
it.
meditate. You can get some meditation.
Yeah.
I remember Beto.
How much time?
I think I remember.
9 minutes.
Okay. Al?
Oh, it's pick on Al time.
Wait a
Weenie,
minute.
the magic
Wait a
weenie
minute, do
pointed
that
your
again.
way.
Do the
Do
point
that
the weenie. Point
again.
the weenie.
Come on.
Hey, Corky. You gotta be faster, Bernie.
You want me to pick on Chris?
Have that finger ready, Brent.
I gotta have this.
Chris is in wonderment. You can't pick on Chris tonight. He's wondering what's happening to him.
He looks like he had a rough day at work.
He's on the wrong side of the room to be picked on.
He just wants to chill.
Right.
Is he south of the? Is he south of the
He
AK?
is south of the.
Yes,
Is he?
Apron,
Oh no.
I've been looking at the flowers.
just slightly.
I think he's.
I would be happy to move.
I think he's
Someone wants
north.
to make room for me.
Did you draw that, Sue? Yeah.
We tie your hands.
Pretty, huh?
That is
Yeah, it
awesome.
doesn't look like something you'd pick up at Costco.
Yeah.
But that is camping out. You ever been camping out and you smell the woods?
Oh,
You know
yeah.
when you would light a fire?
Smell it,
Mhm.
It's like, wow, weird.
We put that in the car and we got in the car and it's like camping out.
That's great.
I'm not kidding you, right, Sue? It was.
It was like, where's that smoke? It was like, you know how a fire smells?
Mhm.
Yeah, when you're sitting
I
down
thought
around the
somebody had the
campfire,
fireplace on or something.
that is the campfire right there.
That's great. That's nice. I like that.
Like salmon.
Jeez, amazing.
It smells like smoked salmon to me. I'm like,
Yeah, it has an interesting odor when you smell it up close, but when it's in a closed environment, it's interesting.
I think the pyramid will be good for it, but it can't stay in here without light, can
No.
it? It needs a grow light on it.
No, I thought I would leave it here though until Monday.
Could we put a light on it? If it needs it?
Could be.
Yeah. We could get a grow light. I've got a lot of grow lights.
Actually, once they've bloomed, they stay that way for a while.
Oh, did
And it's only in their when they don't have a bloom on them that they need the most.
They
light.
get really fussy. But see all those little ends? Those will all open up into that.
Cool.
where
What
they have,
now? Tell me one more
see
time.
those little ends?
That aren't open.
They're not open.
Yeah.
They will all open to that.
Wow. We better get a grow light on it. One of those fluorescent glow lights. And
Okay,
let
it'll
it
be good.
Huh?
It'll be good until it gets through with its blooms, and then you got
Well, in the dark?
Mhm.
Oh, you sure?
right?
Usually they're pretty good.
Okay.
Because we take it out of the window and we put it in our bedroom. It's
I know, but that
more
still
light.
gets light in
I
there.
got a grow light.
Yeah.
If you want to borrow it.
Yeah. Let's borrow your grow light because I don't know where the bulbs are. I think they got stuck in the bottling building. I mean, in
Sodium
Eileen.
bulb and a metal highlighter.
Yeah. And can we set it here and shine it on it and plug it in?
Yeah, hang it from something.
Oh, you got to hang it?
That's
The
easy.
mum form or
That's
something.
That's doable.
Yeah. Why don't you work with Steve on that so it doesn't die?
Okay.
That's great. Okay. How many minutes?
5.
5. God, the minutes are going
4.
slow. My God, it seems like forever right now.
You must be smoking something now.
No. I wish I could, but
I know, me too. You know, the laws of the land.
my lungs don't
They
do
suck.
well with that stuff.
Bill Maher needs to get shit changed.
I get lung diseases. Yeah.
I think it's very interesting that we're talking about death and dying
They don't talk about that at the Mormon church on Sundays.
and living. I know.
Or at the Catholic
I'm very
church.
curious because people just don't talk about it.
Get a job.
If you
in
do it, it's
get a
like,
job in a funeral home. And we
But
talk
we're
about
not
it every
telling
day.
people to
sure.
die. We're telling people to live. But at the same time, you got to know both ends so that when you live, you can live your life knowing. And it's a different type of life knowing rather than not knowing. It's an avoidance. I think that's against the law. Evasion. IRS will put you in jail for evading. So it must be against the law to evade death. I think it's against the law to evade anything.
Yeah. People think they'll live forever.
Twinklers.
Right.
They do.
They call them twinklers.
Remember Julie Garvin?
They do.
My
You're right.
God. That was really a trip, wasn't it? And I think that she tried to convince you of it, and I didn't think you bought.
No.
Because, can you believe it? She was telling it when she was teaching you about mortuary science school.
I know.
What a
About
paradox.
death and embalming. And
Can you believe it?
I even flew
I mean,
up
that
to,
was a crazy woman.
I even went up to embalm her father. Put her next door to father's.
After her mother.
Yeah, her mother's in.
I know, and then she says, "Oh no, I'm going to move to St. George and live forever."
Is this the girl you were
With all
telling
my
me
stuff.
about?
Hmm?
Is this the girl you were telling me about?
Yeah, she studied. She helped me pass.
She
the
made
mortuary
Ron
science.
get straight A's and everything. She was a brutal teacher.
She did.
He would get home from work. She would have read all the books 3 times. The minute he walked in the door, she'd start quizzing him with questions. What's this mean? What's that mean? What's this mean? What does that mean? And it would go on till about midnight every night. I said, "Oh
Past
my
midnight.
God, is this gonna stop?" And that's how come I got an 82 on the test. I was laying. Listen to
He
this.
was lazy. I got
I was
81.
laying in bed, okay?
Be quiet.
I was laying in bed and I took the test and got an 82.
I know.
Because you couldn't, hey, if you were in that house, you could have been, anybody in that house could have become a funeral director in California. You could have found
Including Bob. Bob gave me the full anatomy of embalming.
I mean,
Why was
We
she
sat
so
there and
interested
talked,
in
and
that?
he fucking went through
I mean,
everything.
why did she care so much?
she liked Ron.
Well, wow, I don't care that much.
Is that right, Chad?
Crazy.
Her.
I'm just like, dude, it's your school.
No. Julie Garvin was a perfectionist. She didn't make anybody do that.
She was a perfectionist.
She was the perfectionist. She made, and it wouldn't make any difference if you told her this is your student, that student had to get A's.
Wow.
It didn't make any difference. She could have taken Steve and turned him into
Mortician?
to who?
A mortician?
Into anything.
Anything.
Anything that she decided.
Should
Anyway.
have stayed on your ass.
Yeah, I mean, the minute Ron walked in the door, the book was open and the questions were going. I says, "Oh my God, I gotta go hide." And I'd go hide in my room, and I got an 80.
And it's still
I got a B plus on the test, and I didn't even go to school.
That's amazing.
I listened to tapes going to and from school, man. All the tapes I listened in class, I'd record them all.
Ron got a 90 something, didn't you, on
I
it?
can't, no. I probably got less than you. Probably got, you got an 86? I probably got an
No, I got 82. I got an 82.
I probably got an 82.
No, you got a higher score. I remember you did because I saw our two sheets together. Anyway, it was really weird. Ron says, "You better come and take this test with me because, you've been here." And he knew that I'd been through it, you know. And so we went together and took the test. He took a bunch of other tests and stuff that he had to go to school for and stuff and passed and everything. But it was really funny. I thought, God, all these questions were just the same thing Julie Garvin was saying the minute that Ron walked through the door. Every one of them. Let's take a break and come back and don't.